Welcome back, viewers! The only 5 exercises you need to build muscle mass. There are a lot of benefits to building muscle that go beyond looking good and being able to pick up heavy things. But whether your desire to get stronger comes from health or aesthetic motivations, there are 5 key exercises you should focus your training around. Each exercise is a compound movement, which means it works multiple muscle groups as opposed to isolation exercises such as bicep curls. In today's video, we will talk about the only 5 exercises you need to build muscle mass. What are those exercises? Keep on watching to know more. What is muscle mass? Broadly speaking, muscles are soft tissue in the body that contract and expand to generate force. The force generated by our muscles is used in almost every movement, from running up and down a field to turning your head to look in a different direction. Medical experts break down muscle tissue into 3 types: cardiac, smooth, and skeletal. Cardiac and smooth muscle tissue are found in your heart and other internal organs respectively. What are the health benefits of muscle mass? As mentioned previously, even if you don't need to run or jump for long periods of time, muscle mass is vital. Muscle mass plays an important role in many parts of our overall health, including number 1, maintaining regular body function. As we age, we experience a natural loss of muscle known as sarcopenia. Not only does this impact our normal bodily functions like walking, standing, and lifting objects, it also makes people more susceptible to chronic disease. It's possible to fight the natural decaying of muscle mass through strength training. Number 2, preventing osteoporosis and bone decay. Another common health condition people experience as they age is the weakening of bones. When bones decay, they become brittle and more fragile, which increases your risk of a fracture or break. In extreme cases of osteoporosis, something as minor as a sneeze or a small bump can cause a fracture. Lifting weights can help increase bone density and bone strength. Number 3, regulating blood pressure. Weightlifting can cause a temporary spike in blood pressure, which can be dangerous for certain people with cardiovascular conditions. Number 4, lower your resting heart rate. Challenging yourself with heavy weight training is thought to be especially valuable, since heavier weights cause more exertion on the cardiovascular system. Number 5, fighting heart disease and type 2 diabetes. There is evidence to suggest that strength training can improve the body's tolerance to glucose as well as insulin sensitivity. Both are important factors in the body's regulation of blood sugar levels. Number 6, regulating body fat levels. Elevated levels of body fat can lead to serious negative conditions, from heart disease to high blood pressure to excessive wear on joints and bones. The only 5 exercises you need to build muscle mass. Number 1, deadlifts. There are various different types of deadlifts, all of which will work many muscle groups. Here's how to perform a conventional one. With your feet hip-width apart directly under the barbell, hinge at the hips and knees and place your hands on the bar shoulder-width apart just outside of your shins. Make sure your back is straight in a neutral spine position. Pull your shoulders back and engage your core, keeping it tight to create tension. Using the strength of your legs, pull the bar from the floor, keeping it close to your body at all times, traveling up your shins and over your knees as you extend the hips. Never pull using your back and never round your back in the movement. If you feel this happen, stop. Bring the barbell all the way up so you're standing straight and fully extend your hips and knees. Lowering the barbell should be done carefully with control too. Think of it as reversing the movement you've just done. Send your hips back and lower the bar down following the same bar path you just used to pick it up. Number 2, squats. There are various ways to perform squats, but we recommend prioritizing back squats, i.e., having the barbell across the top of the back. Using a squat rack, duck your head under the bar and rest it across the meaty part of your upper back, holding it with your hands. Lift the bar out of the rack and take a step or 2 back. Your feet should be around shoulder-width apart, keeping the weight in your heels and midfoot. Bring your elbows forward under the bar, which might feel odd at first, but it will help you keep a strong neutral spine position and stop you from rounding forward. Engage your core, keep it tight, and think about keeping the chest up at all times. A good way to do this is to choose a point above eye level to focus on, as well as taking a big inhale and filling your lungs as you start to lower. To perform the squat, hinge the hips and sit back as if you're sitting down on a chair. Ideally, you want to descend until your hip crease is below your knee, but each body is unique and will move differently. As you hit full depth, quickly use the power of your legs while keeping core tight and engaged and chest up to drive the bar back up and fully extend your hips and knees to reach the top of the movement. Before we move on, a like would be awesome. Number 3, pull-ups. Pull-ups work slightly different muscle groups depending on your hand positioning, but they work more of the body than most people realize. Jump up and grab the bar with your hands approximately shoulder-width apart and your palms facing away from you. If your palms are facing towards you, you're performing a chin-up, not a pull-up, and that's a different movement entirely. Hanging from the bar, you want to be in a hollow body position. This means your body should be compact. Think of creating a slight C shape. Legs should be squeezed together, keep your core tight, back and lats engaged, and shoulders pulled back. Keep your eye line straight ahead and pull your body straight up towards the bar until your chin passes it. Carefully lower yourself back to the hanging position, keeping a tight body throughout the whole movement to avoid swinging, and repeat. If you can't perform an unassisted pull-up yet, try using a large resistance band hanging from the bar. Place your knees or a foot inside the loop or perform negative pull-ups, where you jump up to the top position, then slowly lower yourself with control. Number 4, bench press. The bench press is a really effective compound movement working mainly the shoulders, triceps, and pecs. Using a bench, lie down on your back with your feet placed firmly flat on the floor and your eyes directly under the barbell. Keep your wrists neutral, core, feet, legs, and glutes tight and engaged. Think about pushing your feet into the ground. Place your hands slightly wider than a shoulder width apart on the barbell. Once your setup position is strong, you're ready to perform the bench press. Carefully lift the bar out of the rack and straighten your arms with the bar suspended straight above your chest. Lower the bar to your chest and gently tap mid-chest. This should be a very controlled movement, not crashing the barbell onto your chest. To press the bar back up again, keep your elbows close to the body, no flaring them out, and push the bar back up above until your arms are fully extended and stable. Number 5, shoulder press. Like all these exercises except pull-ups, the shoulder press can be performed with different equipment, but we recommend a barbell. Here's how to do it. Use a squat rack to pick the bar up from. Place your hands on the bar approximately shoulder width apart. Push your elbows through and position the bar in a front rack position, resting across the front of your shoulders. Lift the bar out of the rack and take 1 or 2 steps back. Your feet should be about hip distance apart and your core, legs, and glutes should be tight and engaged. But make sure not to use the legs to drive the bar up. You're going to use the strength of the upper body, but your legs, glutes, and core need to be tight for stability. Then it's time to push the barbell up and over your head until your arms are fully locked out and your head comes through. Pause for just a second at the top to stabilize and complete the rep, and then carefully lower the bar back down to the front rack position. Which of the 5 exercises for building muscle mass is your favorite? Share your thoughts by commenting below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. For more interesting facts on the human body, subscribe to the channel. Here are 2 more videos you should check out, both of them will definitely help you reach your goals.